There's something I'd like to talk about just even before questions are asked. And it really has to do with the nature of spiritual energy. Spiritual energy is not polarized energy. It's not positive or negative. It's not a conflicting kind of energy. It's pure. It emanates from the source of all creative energy in the cosmos, and it's pure energy that gives birth to all of us. And what happens is, the really strange thing that manifests is that all the conflict, all the, kind of craziness that goes on in life, all the difficulty, the suffering, you know, it's not created by spiritual energy. The energy comes into human beings and then flows through human beings and manifests in the world as all of this politics and economics and money and this and that and the other. And it's one of the important reasons to practice some kind of inner work, to purify one's system, to break down all the blocks and the conflicts inside, the tensions, to transform all the tensions into an open heart, into love, into joy, so that when that energy enters us, understand it, we don't disturb the purity of its flow, and it really guides our life, a life full of love, a life full of compassion, a life full of joy. It allows us to truly be happy people and sustain that happiness over a long period of time. So, I think this is a kind of view of the world that is outside the realm of consciousness of most people. People are very good at blaming external, phenomena for their problems, and including God, including higher energy, including the devil, and all this stuff. And they never take full responsibility for themselves. They never take full responsibility for the chaos that exists inside them and making the effort in this wonderful gift we have called life to transform the chaos inside us so that when we interact with the objective world, we interact with life, with other people, it comes from the heart. It doesn't come from a polar, conflicting energy that not only makes us crazy, but everyone we interact with, it becomes very difficult. So that is the job of people. The people, their job is to fix themselves, is to heal themselves, is to transform the tension, the chaos into love, into an open heart, into joy, into a way of living in the world that truly transcends, or I wouldn't even say transcends, I would say that, it's like a dialectic. It brings together, all these opposing forces and creates harmony and balance. And I think this is the responsibility of people to fix themselves. They go to therapists, they go to doctors, they go to naturopaths, they go to all, acupuncturists, basically to try and fix themselves so that this energy can truly flow and interact with an objective world and bring joy and bring love and bring a higher level of consciousness, not only to ourselves, but to all the people that we interact with. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? And this is not an easy thing to comprehend. It really isn't, because we like to blame. We like to blame everything for our problems. And we never take a good look at ourselves. We never really look in the mirror. And the mirror is a metaphor for life. Life is showing us every day exactly what's wrong with us and giving us a reflection of ourselves so that we can fix the problem. So instead of trying to fix what's an illusion, what's the mirror, we have to go to the source of the problem, which is inside every single human being, and use the mind, use the breath, use the tools we're born with, you know, to fix it, to build a chakra system that's strong enough that allows the heart to stay open. And this is something that, it really escapes people, I talk about it, especially lately, I've been talking about it a lot, and I think it's such an important factor to be able to look into the mirror, life, and find out exactly what we need to do to heal ourselves. And instead of blaming life and making life into an enemy and a this and a that, you know, what is it showing me about me? What is it showing me about all the wars that on inside me, about the anger that's inside me, about my fear, my insecurity, about the joy, about the love? What is it showing me about me? Now, in order to do what I'm talking about, one has to build a system that is capable of doing it. You've got to be grounded inside. You have to have an open heart, a quiet mind, and have a system that allows one to do what I'm talking. How can I look at life and let life be my teacher, the real guru? And what is it teaching me about what I have to do? It takes guts to look, to say, what do I have to do to fix me? And life is the most amazing teacher. It is showing us all the time exactly what we need to do to heal ourselves. Now, we have to listen. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask?
Stuart, I have a question, Derek.
Yes, Derek?
Are you saying that everything that happens, even the silliest, most ridiculous things, or things that make me angry, they if I choose to see it that way, if I learn to see it that way, it happens to be telling me,
How to
reminding
fix?
me.
Yes. Yes, Derek, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
It is reminding you about all the silliness that exists inside you. It's
Mhm.
reminding you about all the anger that exists inside you. It's reminding you of war that takes place inside you, you versus whatever. It's a constant teacher. And we have to begin to accept this, looking at life and say, okay, what do I have to do to? It is showing us all the time what we need to do to fix ourselves. I mean, all this crap that's going on in the Middle East, and the same crap is going on in every human being. The wars, the right. I am right about the way I see the world. And that creates conflict in myself and with everybody else. It's really unbelievable how simple this whole process is. But people need to have strength inside and inner balance and quiet to recognize this. And then suddenly life itself becomes, it becomes a temple. It's a magical place. It's sacred. It's the guru, not me, not Rudy, not Swami Nityananda. Our job is just to train people to get strong enough to be able to sit in front of the real guru, which is life. And it reminds us constantly about what we have to do to heal ourselves. And this is a difficult thing for people to accept because there are two ways we think we're gonna take a pill and it's gonna get better. You understand? Or we're gonna blame life. We're gonna blame the objective world for all our it's always somebody else's fault. Understand? Instead of, well, what are these people teaching me about? Why did I attract these people? What in me attracted that energy? You fix the source, and then suddenly the illusion changes. I mean, look, the objective world is just an illusion. It's transitory. It comes and it goes. And as I've said 100 times already, we all see our own unique realities. I mean, you have 8 billion people that see their own unique realities, and everybody's trying to fit everybody else into their reality. Nobody fits. Instead of opening and saying, okay, I will find a place in myself, understand, that will allow that reality to live, to be. And suddenly life becomes this, I mean, it becomes a magical place, becomes a place of sacred. And there's respect, there's understanding, there's forgiveness, there's love, there's compassion. And all of these things allows the world to be. And frankly, the world is going to be anyway. I mean, there's not much we can do about it. So you might as well learn to live with it. I mean it.
Yeah.
It's just going to be. It is what it is. I can't remember a day in my life where the world hasn't been crazy. When I look out, wars and famine and, genocide, and I can't remember one day when that hasn't gone on in the world. And it was years ago where I said, Stuart, you got to fix you so you can get strong enough to be able to deal with this world. What is it teaching you about you? It's a hard thing to accept, but I think when a person finally begins to accept this, they can really change themselves. They can really go inside and transform their tension into an open heart.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome, Perrin. Not a bad idea. I mean, people should try it. It really.
So, Stuart, I'm Cindy. If I'm hearing you correctly, if we can open that up and change ourselves, then does that take us motion into the
You'll have to
world?
speak up. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Okay. If am I understanding this that if we open ourselves up and can change ourselves and feel the love, then we will enter into the world as love and kindness and can maybe take that out to others.
Yes,
Is that what I'm hearing?
you got it. You got it, Cindy. You have it.
By me
We
wearing
have
pink hair cracks people up. So,
we we have to learn how to fix us. And if people would, then they begin to listen to each other. They begin to learn from each other. What does this person have to teach instead of fighting wars? And the wars aren't just in the Middle East, they're in families, they're in businesses, they're in people, greed. And, you have people in family where the parents are right and they're training the children in that rightness. And the children become rebels because they're trying to find their own way of living in the world. People begin to listen to each other and learn from each other. And it's much better than people fighting all the time with each other. But it's very hard to do because people have to work on themselves to build a system that's capable of doing that. That's what this meditation is all about. This meditation is not really about a spiritual life. It's about learning to be human. And I always tell people, once you get that down, once your heart can stay open and there's love and compassion and et cetera, you understand, a spiritual life is a snap. You have worked out your karma. You have learned the purpose for which you have been born on the earth, to transform tension into joy and love. And then all this stuff that goes on where, I'm right, you're right, we're going to fight, I'm going to blow you up, you're going to blow me up, and all it does is, it just transformed the world into the vision that these strange people have in their own brain about the way the world is supposed to be. And you get powerful people that do this, I'm going to make the world the way I think it's supposed to be. And it never works. I'm not listening to the world, learning what it's teaching me, opening in my heart, loving people, having compassion for people. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Stuart, I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for this profound teaching today.
No, you're welcome, Christine. Look, it took me 25 years to learn this. I don't expect people to learn this in one class. You have to work on yourself and you learn these things. I mean, and I can honestly tell you, that's why I ask people to have questions, because this period of the class, it's not me talking. You understand? I'm listening also. I have to learn these things also. It's this higher energy that I channel this stuff. It comes through. I have worked on myself long enough to be open enough to allow this energy to flow through. And then it comes out this way. And I have to listen because I'm not perfect. I have things to learn about life and about my own growth and my own inner development. Well, thank you, Christine. God bless you. And, let it really sink in very deeply. And
Yes, I will.
does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, there'll be meditation tomorrow at 1 o'clock my time, Eastern time. And Wednesday night and Thursday there'll be another class, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And Wednesday night there'll be a class. God bless you all. And as I end every class, thank you. Thank you for being here, being in my life, doing this work. I have infinite amount of respect for anybody that can do the depth of work that we do in this meditation. So God bless you all and thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful.